Welcome back, everyone. We're hanging out at the back bay again today. The tide's slowly creeping up on me this time, so before it does, I want to make a quick video to cover two things you can do when your lure or jig gets stuck in the rocks. Either you're reeling it in, you feel it start to scrape, or it just suddenly comes to an abrupt halt. We're going to cover two techniques you can use in this video to handle that situation. Now, I've seen guys handling this situation before, and these techniques they use usually range from panicking to swearing. So before you do that, watch the video. We're going to cover exactly what to do, and instead of just talking about it, I'm actually going to demonstrate both of them for you on the rocks and in the water. Enjoy the video. So the first technique we're going to use when you get stuck in the structure involves just pulling the line back and springing the lure off. And the way this works is, if you're fishing mono, obviously you're going to have a lot of stretch. If you're fishing braid, not as much, but should still be enough. So all you're going to do, and I'd recommend wearing gloves doing this the first couple of times you do it until you get used to it, because it's easy to cut yourself with fishing line when you're pulling really hard. You're going to pull tight against the structure you're stuck against. Put the line around your finger like you're about to cast and open the bail, and hold it just like that. Then you're going to pull back, create some tension, and then just let go of the line. And wherever your lure is stuck under the structure in the water, it should bounce right off the back. And then after which, lift the rod up to bounce it off the back of the structure and get it above it, and then reel it back in as fast as you can to get it to you before it gets stuck again. So the second technique we're going to use, if the first one doesn't work, is going to involve taking advantage of current if you're stuck in an area with current, obviously. So what I'll do here is, if after using the first technique, pulling back and snapping it, doesn't work, I'm thinking maybe I need to pull on that jig from a different angle. So to demonstrate, I'm just going to cast out and let it sink to the bottom. Okay, now we're on the bottom. And all you're going to do is, when you're stuck on the rock or structure or whatever it is, you're just going to open your bail like this. And you're going to let the current take the line out. Okay. And then you're going to let the current pull that line so it's tight. There's two things you can do. You can let line out, and you can let the current just pull on it, and pulling on it from a different angle will likely, well, hopefully, dislodge your lure or jig from where it's stuck. And you can hold it, and sometimes you'll feel it start to budge, and if you don't, you can actually just use the rod to pull the opposite direction of the current, like so. Now, obviously I'm not stuck, but what you're doing there is you're letting the line go out in one direction, and you pull it from the opposite direction, so it makes like a loop. And by pulling one way and letting it go the other way, you're almost pulling your jig in a horizontal motion out of the structure, which can be very useful if pulling it from a straight direct motion didn't work. It allows you to get a completely different angle on it, and sometimes that's enough to dislodge it. This technique I don't have as much success with as the first one. That's why I start with the other one first. But these two combined, this one, if the other one doesn't work, have saved me a fair number of jigs and lures over the years. So I'd highly recommend giving them a shot in that order. Those are the two techniques I use the most to save my lures and jigs from joining the rest of them at the bottom of the river. They've saved me a lot of money over the years, and I hope they do the same for you too. I'm crouching down in the sand now, actually, because the wind is picking up and slowly ruining my audio. Comment below, let me know how these techniques work for you. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like these, and I'll see you next time.